What's up, fellow Aliens fans? This is Solid Dave Snake, continuing my reviews on the newly released Neca Alien Series 4 action figures, and in this review, we're going to take a look at the only figure in this series that isn't based off of Ripley, and that's Dallas in his compression suit. And I'm very happy to get a Captain Dallas of the Nostromo in this series to help round out some of those other characters besides Ripley and the Xenomorph from that first movie. In the previous wave, Series 3, we got a Kane in his compression suit with the facehugger on him. So it's nice to get another crew of the Nostromo in this compression suit that went out at the beginning of the movie from the Nostromo to go search the derelict spaceship. And it would be really nice in the future to get a Lambert in her compression suit as well. And one neat thing I noticed, I was watching the first Alien movie last week to do a little background check on some of this stuff. And during this part of the movie, whenever they're outside of the Nostromo, you can't really tell all that much that they have different colored compression suits. But I looked on the special features and yeah, they had up-close shots of them, and these two corresponding actors did have this color of compression suits. Dallas had this red and white look, and Kane had that kind of lighter yellow with the cream color scheme going on, and they all had the bronze-type armor. And Lambert, she had a blue and white color scheme going on. So if we get her, we'll get another different colored compression suit, which I think is pretty neat. But we'll move Kane out of the way here and take a closer look at Dallas, and we'll kick it all off with his accessories. And he does come with the same exact accessories that Kane came with, which is the flashlight, which is pretty basic, but they looked basic in the movie, and it fits in his hand real nice. And we'll get a focus here and give you another good look at it. So, nothing too special, but that's how they looked in the film. And he comes with the same laser gun that Kane came with, and they didn't actually use these in the movie, but they were props that were on their side. And this fits in the strap on Dallas's side exactly the same way that it fit on Kane's. So I don't have to show that off again. That's how it'll look when you get it on there. And there is really nice detail to this gun. It's got an overall black color scheme, but it has those red stripes on the front and back and a little bit of silver dry brushing going on. Give it that weathered look. So repeat accessories, but really good. And then, of course, the helmet, which I love the oxidized look they gave it. Just like with Kane's. Flashlight piece up here. Nice clear plastic bubble. Just amazing sculpt detail. Very accurate to how they looked in the film. Even color variation here on the back with all the buttons. And this will go on the same way that it went on Kane. And you kind of have to break it in two here. So it'll separate right here. And you can actually pop off their head. It's a lot easier to just go ahead and pop off the heads. Let's get this on. And you can see, it comes off fairly easy. And there's slots right here and right here to fit these two pieces. So you'll just stick them right on. And then plug in the head. And put on the bubble. And then attach the corresponding tubes into their holes. which I'll just put the main one in. And then you have them complete with the helmet. So fairly simple. And I'll take it off and give you a close look at the actual actor's head sculpt. And it is a great likeness to the actor that played Dallas, to Tom. Looks like the age that he was in the movie. Neca has been on point in this series with the paint apps as well. Really nice how they color the lips and colored the beers, eyes, eyebrows. And this leathery type of helmet that he's wearing. It's really well done with a lot of stitch work. Get in real close here. Let you see all these details. Little buckles and straps everywhere. Even hair coming down the lower part of the leather helmet. And a strap underneath. Very nice attention to detail. And the body, for the most part, is exactly the same as Kane's. However, it has a totally different color scheme and reads out Dallas on his chest plate instead of Kane. But the details were just phenomenal on this compression suit, and I don't mind Neca reusing these molds like this. Not at all, whenever it fits a specific scene for that character. Great detail on the back. Now, he does have different hands as well. As you can see, this one has a trigger finger extended where Kane's did not. So there is a different piece there too. And that same attention to detail goes all the way down. Legs and boots, of course, are the same, however, colored different. The red stripe going across. And he does have peg holes on the bottom of his feet. And I've already went over the articulation with Kane, but I'll go over it one more time here. His head is on a ball joint, as you saw earlier when I took it off. So it'll rotate all the way around and look pretty far down and pretty far up. And his shoulders are on a ball joint and hinge, which will go up to 90 degrees. And it would rotate all the way around. However, it would probably rip off the shoulder pads. But they are nice and flexible, so you can get them all the way up. And he has a cut at the bicep, which will rotate all the way around. A hinge at the elbow, which won't go that far up, but it will rotate all the way around if you want it to. And he has a ball joint at the hand, which will allow for good rotation. And he has an ab crunch right here, which will let him go that far back and that far forward. So you get a nice range of movement there. And kind of one right here at the waist as well, which, just like the upper piece, you can twist it and get that crunching action out of it. And he has a ball joint and hinge at both hips, which will almost allow him to do a complete split. So that's a great range of movement for this suit. And you can get him to kick up, but you kind of have to rotate it to the side. And he has the same piece of articulation at the knees as he does the elbows, so you can't get it that far back, but you can get full rotation out of it. And he has a ball joint down at the feet as well, which you can rotate all the way around, pivot from side to side, get a real great range of movement out of it. So, another great action figure to help round out your characters from the first Alien movie, and I have to give this a high recommendation. Now, Neca was smart with the way they sent out cases for this series. They short-packed Dallas, which was smart because not as many people are going to buy him as they are the Ripleys. He is only 2 per case, and the Ripley in jumpsuit is 3 per case, and the Ripley in her compression suit is 3 per case. So he may get a little harder to find later on because of that, but he's an excellent figure, and if you're collecting all these Alien action figures, I have to give him a high recommendation. He is excellent. So, alright everybody, thank you for watching, and stay tuned, because I will have the Ripley in her compression suit review next.